What is the absolute worst food for your senior dog? This stuff is vile. The ingredients are disgusting. The marketing is predatory. And worse, it's one of the biggest dog food companies in the world. But they're not alone. Want to know what it is? While there are many disgusting foods aimed at senior dogs out there, this one is the winner. So what is it? Yes, it's Royal Canin brand. This food is aimed at senior dogs, obese dogs, and dogs who have problems with their kidneys. This is absolutely predatory because right now we're going to take a look at the ingredients, if you can even call them ingredients, and what makes up this dog food. This is a real murderer's row. This is a real murderer's row of vile dog food ingredients, and most of you probably, but if you don't, ingredients are listed in order of amount. So the first 5 obviously make up the bulk of the food. Let's take a look at what's there. Rice, corn flour, animal fats, that is corn gluten, more corn. Corn is indigestible. It is empty filler, and it can even be toxic for dogs. A dog's digestive tract is not built to process corn. It is an empty, cheap filler because there are corn surpluses, especially in the United States, and that's what they use for dog food. The only place online you will find claims that corn is healthy for dogs are on the websites of Purina, Royal Canin, Petco, on their site's dog food page, and other similar dog food companies. It is absolutely 100% garbage that they're putting in to add weight to your dog's food. And let's notice that the 4th ingredient is again corn-based, this time maize gluten, corn gluten. Gluten is good for no one. It is causing all kinds of health problems in humans, and now these maniacs are putting it in your dog's food. Right after that, we have straight up corn again. How much corn should your dog be exposed to? 0. It is indigestible protein, so they're using it to add bulk weight so they can sell you a 25-pound bag or a 12-kilo bag. They're using it as a, quote, protein source with a protein that your dog's body can simply not digest and use. It is absolutely worthless. And let's look at what's up next. Well, first we have rice. Rice is the primary ingredient in this food. That means you are paying big money for a bag of rice, corn, corn flour, and corn gluten. But rice isn't inherently bad for dogs. However, to pay that much for rice, especially if you have a senior dog, you don't want them eating a lot of carbohydrates, and you're giving them a majority of rice here. But let's get past that for a second and look at the real prize here, hydrolyzed animal proteins. Now, most people don't know what that means because it sounds okay, animal proteins, right? Well, when you buy dog food or human food, if it is muscle meat, meaning normal animal protein, it will be called by its name: beef, pork, chicken, salmon, or it may just be fish, whatever it is. However, when they give it a name like hydrolyzed animal proteins, what that means is they're taking all the stuff that falls through the grate at the butcher. So let's use chicken as an example. Instead of getting chicken muscle meat, you're going to get some cartilage, but for the most part, you're going to get feathers, beaks, toenails, all the stuff that nobody wants to eat. They're going to take that, toss it into a bubbling cauldron where they heat it to an insane temperature. It's called rendering. And then they're going to pour that into your dog food and mix it with rice, corn flour, corn gluten, corn starch, and all these other ingredients. Again, highly indigestible, low quality proteins. And this is being given to your senior dog who has kidney problems or liver problems, or they're overweight, or they're just old and they should get quote unquote specialized nutrition. Now, for anyone who can't see the graphic that's on the screen right now, I will read to you what the United States government, how it defines rendering. Only firmer individuals that process slaughter byproducts, animals unfit for human consumption, including carcasses of dead cattle or meat scraps. Now, isn't all meat from dead cattle? No, in this case, we're talking about cattle that already had the meat, and it's already had the meat extracted, the leather extracted, and what you're left with is what is lying there for who knows how long, and then they take whatever meat scraps are remaining, boil them, put them in a centrifuge, and then give them to your dog. These are my dogs. I wouldn't give them this food if there was a nuclear holocaust and there was not a scrap of food left on the planet. I would rather they eat me piece by piece. There are better ways to feed your dog. There are some commercially available dog foods that are okay, but I strongly recommend you home cook. All right, it's a lot cheaper. The food is a lot high. It's a lot cheaper. The food is a lot higher quality, and it really doesn't take that much time, especially if you use an Instant Pot or a crock pot. If you want to learn how, I'm going to put some links in the description. There will be links to keto meal prep for your senior dog, regular meal prep using an Instant Pot or a crock pot, how to make bone broth at home, how to make turmeric. So please take 1 second. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe for more. Please hit like and subscribe for more videos on how to help your senior dog